Right, today we're going to take a look at lab number 6 on visualizing correlations. Right, so similarly, we're going to start out our Tableau, right, and we're going to open a file, which is a Microsoft Excel. So we're going to point to our sample superstore subset. So click on it. Right, so we're going to drag the orders into the sheets like this. Okay, so you can see that the tables has been populated over here. Take a look at the information that's given here. So today we're going to try to create a scatter plot. So again, you can rename your sheets, right? Make sure you have selected the superstore, drag the profit. So we're going to click on the sheets, drag the profit field to the column. And drag the sales to the row. So you can see that there you have. Right. Now you need to drag the dimension that you want to measure. So you got a sales, got a profit. Okay, and you're going to drag the customer name. Drag into the detail. So you can right click on the view to get some trend line, show the trend line. There you have got the trend line. That's the trend line that's been plotted. Okay, and you can go ahead and right click on the trend line. Okay, and describe the trend model. So it gives you a brief description of the trend line, the R square, standard error, the P value. So you can take a look at it. Okay. The next task, we're going to build control chart. Just close this. Okay, we're going to get a new sheet again. So that's a new sheet. And make sure order is. I'm going to put dimensions, order, date on the column, and the sales on the row. Right? So, but we want to change this to a weekly instead of the yearly. So let's check the more, and we're going to click on the week number. So we got the week number. Coming out, and you can try to fit in the entire view. So we got something like this. So right click on the sales axis. Click on the sales axis and select the reference line. Okay, over here you can add reference link. You can add the line, reference link line, and click OK. So you can see the reference line that's been drawn, right? The gray line that's been drawn. Okay, you can click OK. That's the reference link. You can let me see. Right, on the sales axis, that reference link line again. In the line, select distribution. So you want to see a bit of the distribution. Then you have some distribution over there, and choose standard deviations, right? And then the factors, put 3. Then keep it as sample. Then you can click OK. There you have. With a 3 standard deviations that's been plotted. Right, formatting the line to select different color. You can choose in format, see whether it change. You can change the reference link to red color if you want to. Okay, so that's something you can change the line of the color. Now you might want to highlight the upper and lower control limit. And let's just check it out. Okay, or you can change this format. You can also change the line, color line. And more color, and choose red color. Right, that's highlight. Or you can change the line to some other colors. Right, that's blue. So it's your choice. So you can just change the color. Okay, moving on, we're going to do task number 3. So we're going to click on the icon. Okay, in task number 3, we're going to join 2 tables together. Right, so we're going to choose Excel again, and we're going to choose the sample superset. Okay, and you're supposed to change the name of the data source, so we can change the data source. So this is the data source file for task 3. Okay, and you can drag the orders to the data sheets over here, and you can drag the orders again, another order to this side. So you got 2 orders and you got one that is order 1. So set the join conditions, choose customer ID, same for this customer ID. So order equals to order. You can have another inner join by the product subcategory, right? So you choose subcategory, okay, and another subcategory, order 1. Right? And you can close it. Right, so there's some matching here. You can see some orders, 1. All right, so moving on, we're going to create another table view, right, to create a market basket analysis. So let's try it. So we're going to use another new sheet, right? So with that new sheet, you can click the data source. Try to make sure that right. So resuming, so make sure you choose the data source for task 3, and you're going to drag product subcategory into comments. Okay, and then you should have another order one, and you're going to drag the similar order subcategory, product subcategory. Here, I've got something similar. Then you can move on. From the measures panel, drag the order. Value. Number of records to the text. So that isn't the number of records. Let's just try one of them first. Right, the quantity of order. So we've got some numbers that can for trial. So we can go ahead on the head, drag the number to the color. So I say number record or quantity order lah. Roughly the same, so you can drop it to the color. Then remove from the text. And remove this. So you got the text. Right, then you can change the marks to some. You can change to square. So anyway, square. You can click the size. Then you change the size also. You want to. Right, for task number 4, moving on, we're going to use another Excel spreadsheet. So click on the icon. Okay, go to Excel, and we're going to choose survey data. We're going to analyze the data. So there you have the coffee, tea, water. So you're looking at the number of people drinking coffee and tea and water. Then you got the ones and zeros, right? So create a new sheet, okay, and make sure that survey data has been selected. Drag the dimension of the row to the row itself, and the measure names, okay, to the column. There you have, you've got the coffee, tea, and water. Right? Then you drag the measure name to the filter. Right? Then you can remove this and apply. Right click on the measure value. You can choose the default properties, number of formats, okay, to number of standard. And click OK. And then drag the measure value to the text. Let's just try. Right, so you got some numbers coming out. Okay, we name the sort measure. So go to the measure names and measure names and choose allies. And you want to change some of the words here. Right, okay, one is always, sometimes, never. You click OK. So you got this. It's been changed. And you can also change the orientation. The row header, you can rotate the label. Sorry, rotating the wrong one. And just rotate back. Choose this to rotate the label. So it looks better. You can also rearrange the font. Rearrange the column. Okay, you can rearrange the columns. Right, always, sometimes, never. Now you can change this view to the heat map by changing the mark square. Right, so you can change it to a square. So they now got the square thing. Okay, and you can remove the value. Right, if you want to, you can remove the value from the text. No more value. Oops. You can move the measure value to the color. Let's say sorry, let's move this. Suddenly this is too small. Right, and you can remove the value. There you have something like this. Right, or you can change the size, I suppose. The size is not showing up. Maybe. Oh, you measure name, right? Is that the measure value to the size? Then you can change the real size. Right, so that's more or less wrap up the lessons for today, Lab 6. Thank you.